welcome to Bella's Bite with me, Bella. Today we're going to be doing no churn honeycomb ice cream. Let's go. For the honeycomb, you'll need 150 grams of caster sugar, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. For the ice cream, you'll need 1 tin or 397 grams of condensed milk, and 600 millilitres of double cream. Now it's time for the honeycomb, but here's a health and safety warning. Because you're having to melt sugar, it can get super hot. So I advise you to do it with a grown-up, otherwise you could get a really nasty burn. My mum will be helping me out with this.
Hi, I'm Bella's mum. Hi, so I'm demonstrating the honeycomb here. So I've angled it so you can actually see what I'm doing in the pot. So first of all, I will start by adding the 150 grams of caster sugar. And I will then add the 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. Now, I've already set this on to heat. So the important thing is that you keep stirring this. As Bella mentioned, we're going to be melting the sugar and it's going to get very hot. Now what we want to do is to slightly caramelise or burn the sugar to give it a nice honeycomb taste, but not too much. So how dark you like your honeycomb depends on how long we're going to heat this for once it gets to melting point. So if you normally do it for about 2 minutes, that's fine, but if you like it a little bit darker, then do it for a little bit longer. So at this point, you can see the sugar has become quite gooey. So I've kept it moving and it's almost melted. So once it gets to the melting point, I will need to work quite quickly. So what I'll do is I will sprinkle in the bicarbonate of soda, and as soon as I do that, it will start to puff up and make the honeycomb in it. Now I will need to mix it just enough to get the honeycomb mixed in. If you like quite a light honeycomb, mix it a little bit more, but don't mix it too much, otherwise you will mix all of the bubbles out of it. And as soon as I've done that, I will then tip it straight away into a lined dish. So I'm pretty much ready now. You can see there, it's pretty gooey with the sugar. So this is about right to sprinkle in the bicarbonate of soda. It's also got a nice toffee colour. So here I'm sprinkling in the bicarbonate of soda and I'm immediately mixing. And hopefully you can see it's going a slightly lighter colour, but it's also puffing up, and that's it making the honeycomb. So I'm mixing it just enough to make sure that all of the bicarbonate is mixed in. You definitely don't want lumps of that in your honeycomb. And now I'm tipping it into the dish. So there is the honeycomb tipped into the dish. So I'm moving it around a bit just to get a nice layer, and now I'll leave that to cool.
Thank you, Mum, for doing the honeycomb. Now it's time for my favourite bit. But this does require some precautions. So we need a board, a cloth folded in half, so it fits the board. Okay. You don't have to do it that big. You can leave it some of the chunks quite big if you want to. Now, it's time to do the ice cream. In goes the condensed milk. You're probably going to need a spoon to get all of this out. Right, in goes the cream. Now we're going to need to whisk it. If you've done cream before, make sure it looks like whipped cream. If you haven't, make sure that you can see that the whisk makes streaks as it goes through the cream and condensed milk, and that it makes nice firm peaks when you lift the whisk out. It looks like it's done, and it's got nice stiff peaks too. I'm just going to give it an extra go around just for luck. Oopsie. Creamy. Now that we have made the ice cream and the honeycomb, it's time to put them together. Honeycomb's a bit sticky. It's really sticky. I'm just going to fold this in, just so that the honeycomb gets covered in ice cream. Okay, so now we've got our mixed ice cream and honeycomb. Here I've got a ice cream tub that I'm going to put my honeycomb ice cream. you should also have if you don't have any ice cream tubs, or if you don't have two, I suggest you get a few tubs a bit like this that are freezable. This is just to flatten down the ice cream, so that there aren't any